Okay, everybody, we are driving from Pennsylvania to Washington, D.C. I don't know how many of you are interested, but I just thought you'd like to see. This is May 12th, May 12th, 2022. And all the stuff we were going through, the condition that we had is mostly lifted in the country. And I don't know if you're from this area, but go ahead, dude. Go ahead. But this is normal. This is typical traffic that I've seen driving this route. So this is a very straightforward drive. I'm already on 95 south, and you end up going 95 for much of this trip. It doesn't really, hello, good morning. It doesn't really get interesting at all, except for stuff like that. It doesn't really get interesting at all. It's honestly a complete boring drive. You just point your car south and you keep driving. Anyway, but there's pretty things along the way. You can see you got a couple of bridges. You get to go through Maryland, and then you see, I'm trying to remember exactly where we would get off. Somewhere, oh, I know, probably we would, I don't know how the GPS is going to take me, but we'll probably end up taking 50 into DC. But yeah, this is just what I wanted to show you. I forgot what city I was when I turned the camera on. I think I was in Bristol Township. I had to get gas. I think it said Bristol Township. So I'm just going to be quiet and let you all watch, and then I will pause the video and come back in as we get closer to DC. Again, the reason I'm doing these videos, honestly, is someone asked me, hey, you know, you drive a lot. There's people who are stuck in their houses or in the hospital bed, or people who used to drive, and you know, they reminisce about certain, I wonder how this place looks, I wonder what has changed. So that's really what this is about. Just so people can get something like that. Hey, you saw the poster board, I hate Steve Singer. It's very interesting. I got curious. I finally got curious. All the time seeing that sign. Finally got curious and looked it up. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to ruin the surprise. So ooh, a lot of stuff right there. Alright. Well, enjoy the ride. Looks like we're coming up to some traffic. Yuck. I have no idea what happened. A sign back there said right lane only, but I don't know what that means. Oh, it says right lane closed. My dad always told me, wherever you see the trucks go, that's where you should go. What in the world? Why are people honking? Made me scared. No, my dad said follow the trucks because they're usually talking to each other and they know where to go, how to avoid situations. Yeah, I'm gonna get over if this lane is ending. There's no need for me to sit in it. Helicopter looking at us. Yeah, I'm trying to see what the GPS says. How long of traffic this is. Ugh. It looks almost like it's a mile and a half of just traffic. All right, well, since you're still here. How about that? How about the weather? How's that going for you? Drink some of my coffee since I have a moment. Rooted in Christ, ready for what's next. C-A-I-R-N, Karen. Hey, Luigi. Helicopter behind me. Just hovering overhead. Probably trying to get a news shot for the morning news. Alright, get over, come on. Even though that's a solid line. You do know solid lines mean you can't cross, but you know, hey. What do you want to do about it? I actually like Philadelphia, or even Pennsylvania, really. I don't know, I get a, what are you mad about? What are you mad about? I get a really friendly feeling, a friendly feeling from a lot of people here. Maybe I haven't been to the right bad places. I know when I went into downtown Philly, there was a mix, but it was just like any other major city. There's always a mix. But for the most part, the stores that I've been to and places I've gone, restaurants. Shut up. That's because I do not like Jersey walls. Okay, we will have a conversation about these Jersey walls. Do not like walls. I don't know what it is. Ugh. So I don't like them. Those orange circle thingies and cones, I have zero problem. The little orange signs and all that stuff, zero problem. But for some darn reason, Jersey walls, no. I do not like those Jersey walls. Sam I am. I do not like them here or there. Jersey walls are everywhere. I do not like them. Anyway, so yeah, I really enjoy Pennsylvania. I honestly, if I had to grade the 3 states we were going to go through, I think Pennsylvania is more friendly than Maryland. Of course, that's a big generalization. I mean, Maryland is huge. I've been to a lot of different places in Maryland that are just, oh my goodness, so service-oriented, so friendly. Spent most of my life in Maryland, so I have a lot of, there's another Jersey wall. I have a lot of baggage from growing up as a teenager in Maryland. But yeah, I think Pennsylvania is nicer than Maryland. And again, it all depends on where you're going. So wow, she was the lady next to me that you can't see. She was riding up on her steering wheel, driving up on her steering wheel. I mean, literally, probably 3 inches from her steering wheel. Holy moly! That the wheel had to have been like really close to her stomach. Anyway, all right. Well, yeah. So, like I said, it's a big generalization. I like Virginia. I really do. I like living in and around Virginia. I like being able to go to New York City in a couple hours. Like right now, when I started recording, it says 13 minutes ago, we had about 2.5 hours to get to DC, the middle of DC actually, from where I was. I mean, that's just great. It's a convenient location. All right, well, since we are getting to normal driving, I'll be quiet again and let you all just enjoy. cars hit it. This guy right here has got some damage to the front of his car. I don't know if it was caused by that or doesn't look like it. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and pause right here. Well, in about 30 seconds, but I'm getting ready to pause, and I will join again. I forgot that we go through Delaware, it looks like, for a short period of time. So I'll probably turn back on as we're driving through Delaware, just so those of you who want to see. I don't want to, of course, drive the whole 2 hours. A little too long, in my opinion. Probably lost half the people already who was watching it. All right. Well, I will check with you in about 30 minutes. All right. See you later. I didn't realize how close Delaware was. Sorry about that. We were only a couple of exits away from Delaware, but I wanted you to see how different the roads look as we got out of, or to the end of Pennsylvania, when those roads were so loud that you couldn't hear, full of bounces and everything. And you know what, and to be fair, a lot of these roads are made with a more cement type asphalt than the normal black asphalt that we see for various reasons. But those roads were nice and smooth as we got closer to Delaware. And my car thanks you, or thanks the state of Pennsylvania. Alright, so this is Delaware. And as we pass through Delaware on your left, I'm just going to assume that's the Delaware River. I apologize for all you Delawareans if I got that wrong. It might not be. But it's a huge river on our left. And I always when I'm on the bus going to New York, this is just a really flat, level area. I'm usually trying not to fall asleep at this point. But yeah, there's a train that runs right there next to the water. Occasionally you'll see shipping boats or some big giant boats coming through here. There's the Delaware, I believe it's the Delaware Bridge, but there's a bridge up ahead that we will not be crossing. I don't know if you can see it on the video, but I don't like crossing bridges, but they are very, very scenic. And once again, I'll be quiet for a few minutes so you guys can take in Delaware. That's a bridge too. No, there's a small bridge coming up. And that's when I'll pause again. Is coming up. The port of Wilmington. Why did I say William? Wilmington. You see the shipping yards. They were to the far left. Shipping. Looks like a lot of some sort of rocks, dirt, or something. Maybe salt. I don't know. Well, that's what it's called, the Memorial Bridge. I was assuming, but I didn't want to be wrong. So that big bridge that we're not going to be going over is the Memorial Bridge. But yeah, we won't be going over that one. We are going to be. Yeah, I don't know what that rock is that they have. All right, but that's where we're heading towards Newark, Delaware, and then Baltimore. We'll probably we'll go on the outside of Baltimore. It'll probably take us on 895. I didn't look. Well, I will unpause the video for the next major city that we go through. See you in a little bit. All right, we are crossing Maryland. I'm looking for the police officer. Yeah, there she is. Yeah, what's up? I was going the speed limit. Anyway, thank you, Waze, for pointing out there's a police officer up ahead. Well, thank you, users of Waze. Anyway, we're here in Maryland. We didn't really see Newark. I mean, not Newark. Ugh. Yeah, Newark, Delaware. I didn't. I was looking for a cityscape to provide to you guys, but it was just flat roads that whole time. All right, well, we have entered Maryland. I am going to. This is all straight flat roads. Nothing that looks spectacular that I can see. So I will go ahead and right when we get into there's a large bridge, probably about 15 minutes away. I'll turn it back on for that bridge. But we are in Maryland, and yeah, guys have a great afternoon, and I'll be back. Alright, this is another small bridge over it says Susquehanna River. We're still in Maryland, and on the end of this bridge is Susquehanna State Park. So there's a lot of bridges that are going over the Susquehanna River. It's a very beautiful area. I've never camped in it. It just looks gorgeous. I see a lot of stripping though on the upper left. It looks like they're doing some digging or something. I'm a little sad when I see nice wooded areas being chopped up, because I really enjoy camping and seeing all the livestock. Sorry, all the nature, the animals. It's just a great thing to wake up in the morning, get out of your tent. You greet the morning with the birds and any other animal that probably got up earlier than you did to grab something to eat. Anyway, alright, well, we are still in Maryland. We're about an hour and 15 minutes from DC. And when we get closer to Baltimore, I think Baltimore is the next time I'm going to turn the camera on. Alright, talk to you in a little bit. Alright, we are getting closer to Baltimore, and I'm going to be doing the Harbor Tunnel. So, I for some reason thought it was on the left. It's on the right. So let me work myself over to get to that exit. But anyway, yeah, as I figured, I'll be doing the tunnel. That's usually the fastest way when you're coming from, well, I shouldn't even say when you're coming from, because I tend to like 295, Baltimore Washington Parkway, but I often don't get to go down my favorite road. So taxi made the last minute change. Moravia Road. Hey, you want to go to Morgan State University? My favorite, happy to plug Morgan State. I love my HBCU. That's the exit right there. I hit that exit. Oh my goodness. 4 of the best years of my life. No joke. I learned more about myself, about life. I got rededicated, filled with the Holy Ghost. All those wonderful things at Morgan State University. As you always hear on commercials, your results may vary, but I'm telling you, man. I guess it's the same way with any college or any time you go away. Some people don't go to college; they go to trade school, or some people even just go to another country and get work out there. I mean, whatever you do. It's a life changer around 18 to 22, 23. Lately I've seen it a lot sooner. So you can't see it, but way over there to the right, you can't see it at all, is Baltimore. So we like I was telling you before, this is the outside of Baltimore. We don't really get to have the fun of seeing the crabs and all that. Ooh, truck broke down. Poor truck. Yeah, this is a tunnel, so it's a lot of fun. Dun 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 dun. Here we go. Welcome to the Baltimore Harbor Tunnel. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. all these cars, a bajillion cars, bajillion. That's a number. All these trucks, service trucks. I mean, all this stuff. This is where a lot of cars get dropped off while they're waiting to be sold. And I'm talking about pickup trucks, just all sorts of trucks. It's outrageous. All right. Yeah, you're gonna fuss at me. That's okay. Unfortunately, my Easy Pass is not in my car, but that's okay. Oh, look! It's taking me 295, my favorite road. Okay. So, I'm glad I'm not going straight 95. I get to go 295. Okay, well, once we cross over this bridge, I don't think there's really much more to see. There's not much more that you might be interested in, because once we're through the city, it's just normal highway driving. All right, well, I will be checking back in sometime around 290, sometime in 295, maybe right before we go into DC. 295 is really a straight shot, just a straight highway, straight shot. Anyway, all right, guys, thanks. All right, so unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to take this all the way into DC. At least it doesn't look like that. I've been sitting in this traffic for a while on 295, which is one of the things that often happens on 295. It's only 2 lanes, as you can see, and there's very little getting off. Well, there's several exits and entrances, but yeah, so any type of stickiness just backs up everybody. So well, we've got another few more minutes, and then I'll end it. We'll see how far we get in the next few minutes. I had this one car behind me that has been trying to zip zoom around me 5 or 6 times, and I know they're frustrated, but I'm not. We're all stuck. Anyway, all right, so this is 295. If you've never been on 295 Baltimore Washington Parkway, it's between Baltimore and Washington, and it's 2 lanes, takes you through several different cities in Prince George's County, or in Maryland, and up into Baltimore. I wouldn't have been able to get in front. But yeah, so this is, like I said, one of my favorite roads to go in between Baltimore and Washington. I used it all the time. And remember, I was talking about Morgan? Yes, I would use it going up to Baltimore, going to Morgan all the time. I'm surprised the guy behind me didn't zip zoom to the 3rd lane so he can get around me. That's what I would have done. All right, so it's good to be back. Oh, hello, goodbye. It's good to be back in this area. I'm more familiar with the roads down here, of course, growing up here in this area. Dagnabbit. I'm stuck again. So what the GPS is doing is not going into 50. 50 takes you to New York Avenue, like, I'm trying to think of where, Union Station, that thing. It's having me going to 295, so you will get to see some of DC. But it's having me go down into the 295 area, which is going to get us into straight into DC. There that person is going. Yay! I'm glad they wanted to go 50. There was a huge accident here one night. Oh my goodness. We sat for, I can't even tell you how long. I mean, there was no way. See that tight turn we just went through? We sat forever. If you're familiar with the Sandlot movie. Forever. It was really bad because they had to get the crane in, they had to get all this stuff in. Oh my goodness, we just sat forever. And I was probably like 1.5, 2 cars from the accident. It happened right around that corner, so I didn't see it. All right, hello, Mitsubishi. So I didn't get a chance to see the incident. I shouldn't say get a chance to. It's not like I wanted to. But I didn't see it happen. One thing I want to warn you about this road 295 when you're in DC, there are a lot of cameras, and I don't believe they're all on Google Maps or Waze. And so I would be very, very cautious when you're driving on 295. On this part of 295 heading into DC. It's 50 miles an hour. Another thing I'd like to caution you guys about when you're in DC is technically they give tickets at yellow lights. So if you go through a yellow light, I have had friends that have gotten tickets for going through a yellow light. So just be very careful. Oh, I thought you were going over, buddy. My fault. So just be very careful when you're driving through DC. If the light is getting ready to turn yellow, or if it has turned yellow, treat it like a red. I just don't want any of y'all getting tickets. So, well, that's it. And welcome to DC from Pennsylvania, from Bristol, Pennsylvania. And you guys stay safe, enjoy your drives or wherever you're driving, and God bless you guys. All right, see ya.